This is COVID for the Pacific islands, and that is really just, I'm covering Vanuatu, Papua New Guinea, Australia and New Zealand. So I'm covering COVID on this one. I please encourage people to watch the COVID for the states, not to say for the areas, but the details I give in that one. There are 3 significant COVID issues here that I see that are going to be prevalent from now until end of next year. And the regular COVID that's still prevalent here, I do see is still in Australia, as it is all over the world, to be honest. But it's more on, I'm seeing in cities like Adelaide and Victoria, Melbourne more actually, Perth and Brisbane, some in Sydney. Hardly any in Tasmania, so it's good there. Also in Fiji and Tonga and Samoa, but not as much. Definitely in Auckland and Wellington, and practically really a spattering of COVID cases throughout New Zealand, Solomon Islands, and all the other little tiny islands around there in Indonesia, which I'm worried about. But on the Indonesian, it needs to be Bali, beautiful people there. I was lucky to visit it. There is definitely a lot there that needs to be taken care of regarding preventative work to protect yourself with masks and anything else improving your health. Eat healthily, of course. Now, the other thing is on this one, I said there were 3 different variants. One is the one that we're coping with at the moment that hasn't gone away, but people are ready to just say goodbye to it. I mean, in other words, they think it's gone, but it isn't. The other variant is coming in to this area round about May to June next year. So be careful, because this one is just a bit more of, it's a lighter version, but you need to be careful of it. The one I'm worried about that comes in November in America, but here again by June into these areas here in the Pacific, all of these islands, is a cross between RSV and flu, and also COVID. So this is a brand new variant. It's coming in from China, and I'm seeing a lot here in this area too: Adelaide, Sydney, Victoria, Melbourne. So please be careful. There are cases everywhere, but this carries a high temperature quickly. Within 2 weeks it can kill in the way, because of the breathing problems that are going to be part of the issue. For the older people, not the babies. The babies are really from 1 downwards, could be possibly 2 downwards. So it's a mix of all that RSV, COVID, and flu. But this new variant is nasty. And so it's diarrhea and vomiting as well. So be careful, please. You don't need to get ill, okay? And look after yourselves. And that's it. Hopefully I'm wrong. I always say that. I'll cover the rest of everything regarding flooding and fires and everything else for the world later. Thank you so much for joining me. Bye-bye.